What's up, guys? This is Silent Rob. I wanted to talk real quick about the Switch 2. I've had about a week to play around with it, so I pretty much, can sum up my feelings on it real quick. And I also wanted to talk about this project that I'm working on that's quickly becoming my Star Citizen type thing, where, is it going to happen? Is this like the development hell behind this video slash book is kind of crazy, but I assure you I got a lot of progress and it's coming very soon and I'm very proud of it. But I'll get to that in a minute. The Switch 2, what do I think about it? I like it, but I do have some problems. I'm about 70-30 on it, towards the positive. I enjoy it, but I do hope they fix some shit. There's some things I don't know how they could fix them really. But let me give a little background on my feelings on the Switch architecture in general. I really love the first Switch. It's one of my favorite consoles of all time. Maybe not the first iteration of the Switch, but the Switch OLED in particular is amazing, and I mean it's literally up there. Super Nintendo, PS1, Switch. It's probably PS1, Super Nintendo, Switch, but like in that order, it's up there. I always kind of felt like there's some chintzy stuff about it. I'm not a big fan of the Joy Cons. I don't think they feel good to use. The sticks don't have enough travel for my taste. I switched over to a Hori split pad on my OLED Switch, and I never looked back. I don't like the lack, and they did it again. This lack of a D-pad. I don't want fucking buttons on both sides, dude. I'm not a fucking maniac. Like, I mean, Nintendo basically defined the D-pad. They basically created the damn thing, and now they're acting like a D-pad. I don't know what the fuck. I've never heard of it. You know what I mean? And it's just stupid. They're just buttons acting like a D-pad. It doesn't work. It's kind of like the it's kind of like a worse PlayStation D-pad. Like where they're like separate buttons. I don't like that shit. I also never really liked the way that the games are. Like they're the actual Switch games, and they didn't really change much with the new Switch. They kind of you can shake them and kind of feel. It sounds like there's like something flipping around in the games, and sometimes you'll put them in the original Switch at least. I haven't had this happen yet on the Switch 2. But you'll go to put the game in, and it just won't read it. It's just like, what, you expect me to do something? What do you want? You put the game in, you expect it to work? Get the fuck out of my face, you know what I mean? I never liked that. It threw me off. There's like 2 or 3 times I put a game in 3 or 4 times, and it's just like not reading it for some fucking reason. I'm gonna have to fucking blow on it like it's like an NES or something. Like it's not good. In the Switch store, like it was maniacal trying to fucking browse through that thing, dude. Like, I mean, you go like down 2 or 3 rows and it had to fucking think about it. It had to like really, it had like loading times inside of loading times in order to get down to the next fucking row, dude. It was awful. I hated the store. Some of these things have been fixed with the Switch 2. The store is just a pleasure to fucking be on now. I really enjoy it. You can search the whole thing in like 5 minutes. There's like thousands of games, and you can search it in like 5 minutes. As opposed, you'll be there all fucking day just going through 3 or 4 rows in the original eShop. It was a detriment. It was bad. The Joy Cons are a little bit better. They got this. The rumble feels really good on them. Instead of the rail, like how they kind of set on like on the side, like they have like these like strong magnets. And you got to remember that, because if you carry your Switch around by the Joy-Cons, there's nothing holding that but a strong magnet, and it will fucking come off. I've seen it happen. But overall, it's really nice. It's not an OLED screen. I mean, I'm guessing they're gonna save that for fucking later. Keep that in their back pocket. But you're really not gonna really care that much. The screen is nice. My main issue with this thing is I feel like it's too heavy to be playing in handheld mode all the time. And I'm almost a strictly handheld Switch gamer. I mean, I'm like 95% handheld, and I think this thing's just too heavy. I even got a case on it. That kind of gives it some grip a little bit, and this helps a little bit, but it's just too heavy, dude. I mean, this thing feels like it's like 6 or 7 pounds or something, dude. Like it's rough. So, I mean, the other day, I'm like laying here, my whole fucking arm's falling asleep holding this thing. It's just hard to get comfortable while playing it. But it is nice. The screen is this thing's huge. You don't really realize until you're really. I mean, look at this fucking thing, dude. I mean, it's big. I don't know if the screen's the same size as the Steam Deck or what, but it's fucking big. It's more comfortable to hold than that. I do recommend it. I don't really feel like there's the killer app quite yet. I mean, I think at this point in the Switch One's life, like we had like a Mario Odyssey or something on the horizon, if not already out by now. We don't really have that with the Switch 2 yet. Not sure what the fuck's going on in that department. But there's a bazillion other games you can play on it that are now better when you play them on the Switch 2. Red Dead Redemption 1 looks amazing on the Switch 2. Like Witcher now is actually playable. I couldn't even look at that. The thing was disgusting to look at on the original Switch. It's a lot better. So I recommend it. If you already have a Switch, it's not something you have to get right now. But I do recommend it. But like I said, my main problems with it aren't really things I think are going to really be able to be fixed. I mean, it's not going to get lighter. Okay, this thing's not going to go on a fucking diet all of a sudden. I'm going to be like, oh, now it's, fix that problem. It's always going to be heavy as fuck. You got to get used to that. And there's not a Split Pad Pro or anything with a D-pad that I see as satisfactory yet. I'm still waiting for that. But overall, very good. So I recommend it. So yeah, getting to this project that I'm working on, I'm just gonna kind of go through this real quick. But I am writing this book, guys. I'm like 80 pages in. I'm really, really excited about this. It'll probably be done here in the next couple weeks. I'm gonna upload it to Amazon, and you guys will be able to download it from there. It's gonna be, I'm kind of structuring it almost like Pulp Fiction, to where it's not in chronological order. It kind of goes from my childhood to YouTube days and back and all over the place. But it's not just because I wrote it, man. But I think it's really turned out to be something special. And so I got that going on. I'm going to have a video go with it. Every time I try to just make it strictly a video, I miss too much. So I'm going to do both, but I'm really working on writing this thing. You guys are going to really love it. It's really impressive. Big things on the horizon, so stay tuned. It's not Rob, out, bitches.